everybody. So today I'm just going to be talking about the Woman of Purpose and Destiny Gathering, which will be held this Saturday, October the 21st at New Rehoboth Church of God in Christ, 739 Florida Street in Clarksville, Mississippi. So I just want to invite you to come. If you haven't been, I want to just tell you a little history about it. Woman of Purpose and Destiny Gathering. In 2016, I hosted an event at the library, and it was dealing with my book that I had, One Day at a Time, and I was just kind of bringing women together to talk about it and just kind of encourage them, give out some giveaways and have a time just come to talk, to encourage. And at the time, it was just me doing it, hosting it, and at this particular event, I actually, I was playing for like 100 people. That just, first event. So, I had food, I had stuff, everything. How many people showed up? I think it was like 8. That's it. And my sister was one of the 8, so she came to help. So in that, I was kind of, disappointed at first, but whatever I planned to do, I did it. It's like, okay, just, 8 people showed up. I did exactly what I planned to do. We went through it. I didn't cut any corners. I did exactly what I had planned to do. And many times in those situations, it seems like you get discouraged. Like, okay, God, I feel like this is something you called me to do, and you putting me to do, but I don't see the results that I thought I was going to see. So in that moment, you have options. Sometimes people may say, I ain't going to do it. Look who showed up. And sometimes you tend to feel that feeling. But for me, God had ended up working something out even later on that I able to minister to a youth group later on that evening, somebody we just met. And God still have a way, of opening doors. But a lot of times when you're at that moment, it seems like it's small, like, I ain't finna just talk to 5 people, but still, it's a test. Still could be a test. Are you willing to do what God called you, even if it's a small number, even if it's small? Like I always say, small steps equal big change. And a lot of times we're not willing to do the small things. Now it got to be so many people for me to do this. Or no, if God told you to do it, if God put in you to do it, you be obedient to the call, obedient to the assignment. So it started in 2016. So that was like the first event that I did in 2016, October that year. A few months later, I hosted another one, and that's when God kind of gave me the ladies who to come aboard to be a part of it. And this year, this is the last one I'm doing for this year, the 5th one, but we've been doing it pretty much every 3 months. And I was like, even if I didn't feel like I had all the resources, even if I didn't feel like I had everything I needed, I want to be consistent. Consistency is very important. I wanted to do what I felt like God was leading me to do. Because many times we feel that inadequacy, like, what if they don't come? What if they don't listen? Somebody told me, it's not about you. It's not about us. What God is calling us to do, it's not so much about us. It's just we are the instruments he's using, to do it. But it's still all about him. Because you can look at 5 people, but out of those 5 people, it may be one person. Like I said, for this one person, this is why you're doing it. And a lot of times we look at the numbers. We look at so much. We look at, it could be competitions, especially with women, or popularity. It's a lot of things that can cloud what we're supposed to be doing. So we have to make sure we stay focused. But God wants us to be obedient. That pretty much really goes down to being obedient to the call. So this year, which I didn't know how it was going to be, was just kind of flowing with it. We were able to do 4 already, and this will be the 5th. So God still was faithful. God still gave resources. God still allowed people to come and give, and even people to help. So I thank God for even the women. This event will have Danita Flowers, Shakiva Loomis, Anna Jones, Michelle Scott, and Zenobia Jackson. So these ladies will be accompanying me at this particular event. So I believe it's going to be great. And it was just started to help encourage and empower women. And we understand in our society, it's a lot of issues women go through, whether they're teens, they're older adults, and it's different things. And a lot of times you need a place. You need a place to talk. You need the other encouragement. And there are times when people need to be connected with different people. They're a different individual that grew up in a certain environment, and that's all they see. They don't know that they can be here. They feel like this is all they can be here because that's all they saw. So you can see, to be around other women who can show you how to, be empowered, show you what it means to live a saved life. Yes, and they have had struggles. They have had some of the same struggles you had. And a lot of times you feel like you're alone, but you realize, she's here and she went through the same thing I went through. You need to see that. You need to know, you need to hear those words. You need to be around somebody going to speak something positive into you. So this is what it's about. We'll be fun and all that, but it's going to be trying to get people to Jesus at the end of the day. If you're not saved, it's, still a way to, hey, let's tell people about Jesus Christ. Let's get into the word. What does the word say about this? Bring your questions. What does the word say about this? It's a lot of issues out there. A lot of women are dealing with a lot. So it's very important that we, providing that space, providing that avenue for them to come. So that's what this is about. Whoever able to come. Don't be afraid. Don't be, well, maybe I shouldn't come, especially if you can. If you're in Clarksdale, come. Let your daughters come. If the mothers, if you don't want to come, let your daughters come. Invest, like I always say, invest in something that's going to help. A lot of times we invest in a lot. And it doesn't mean it's bad things, but we put our money into a lot of things. We put our energy into a lot of things that has no spiritual impact, has no, it's not going to help. You know what I'm saying? Some things not wrong, but we can invest in so much that's not going to still help the inner man. You know what I'm saying? We look good, but we are empty on the inside. So we wanted, this is just something to invest in, something that's going to help, that's going to be positive, that's going to, help out the ladies in our community, the people in our family, whoever it may be, in our churches. So this is what it's for. Let's come together. We're coming together. It's not about a one-man show, but we're coming together. And even if you can't make it and you want to donate, if you want to support it, you can go to our website, www.stepsforchange.net, and you can donate. We always giving away things to the women that come there. We're going to have food, free food also. So it's something that you don't have to pay for. You just